We are back a lot sooner than anticipated. We may have a big decision or decisions to make in the episode today, and this may be the last time we are the manager of South Shields in an episode. And the reason we are back so early is because we have been offered a job interview elsewhere. We did apply for the Stockport job. I was mainly applying just to test the waters and see if my reputation was good enough to get a job in a higher league, if they would be willing to come and speak to us. And they very much are interested. I'm actually one of the top candidates for the job, which really does wonders for the confidence being the manager. Having it known that I am one of the top candidates, it really will help going into the interview, and hopefully we'll be able to see what they say. And I'm not desperate to leave South Shields, but should the offer be good enough and should we have a significant increase in things like wage and transfer budget, then it may be a hard opportunity to turn down. Looking at our current coaching setup here at South Shields, there might be a few members of this backroom team I do want to take along if they're interested. For having the goalkeeper coach, he is a really good goalkeeping coach, so if he wants to come along, he definitely can. Adebayo Akinfenwa as well, just simply for the fact it's Adebayo Akinfenwa, what a boost he'll be around the training ground if he does come. And then Elliot Dickman as well. Being a Sunderland fan, I'm well aware of Elliot Dickman's qualities. He is a really outstanding coach, so if we can take him along with us as well, and as long as he's interested, hopefully we can keep that working relationship going as well. We are going to jump into the interview though and see what the situation is. Hopefully it'll be a good opportunity for us, and hopefully it will be a bit of an increase in what we've got at the moment. So Mark Stott, the owner of Stockport, he's welcomed me today. It's great to meet you, Mark. Hopefully it will be a good meeting that we do have. Glad that they're giving us the chance to come in and talk. Is it a positive or a negative we only manage one team? I mean, it shows loyalty if nothing else, and we're definitely going to make sure we put the fact out that we are loyal, and hopefully they will pick up on that. We do want to take the next step in the career. Saying I'm taking a risk by potentially leaving a job and going for a bigger challenge, well, that's what management is all about. We like to challenge ourselves, and obviously it would be a chance to manage in a higher league and maybe just go and take ourselves to the next level. The team is defying expectations in the league. We are on a good run of form. Definitely not looking to take advantage of moving wild high list. It will be this way for as long as I'm a manager. So I've done a good job and feel it's the right time to take the next step. We're up for a few jobs right now. Wasn't sure if he would find out about this, but we have also dropped an application in for the Ipswich job as well. They are up in the Championship, but they're in the relegation zone. Haven't heard back from them yet, but we won't tell Mark yet. All we'll tell Mark is I'm doing whatever I can to keep on progressing. Haven't received any complaints with my media handling. Obviously I've barely ever spoken to them, so they can't really complain too much. Parted company with the last manager sooner than anybody anticipated. Well, I've never been fired yet, so it does bode well. Have a proven track record of spending good time. Happily work with Jez George. Don't really have too much affiliation with my director of football at the moment. And this is what we were looking at before. They are allowed us to make changes to the current backroom staff. And I do think we would need, it's either going to be a small budget or just a bit of a budget. I'll just put I like the budget to be in place to make changes, and obviously not sure how many there are going to bring, but if we can get as many as possible, that would be great. Now let's see what the aims are for the rest of the season. Got minimum 1 year contract over age 34, that's grand. Finish in mid-table, and with the position we're in at the moment, more than achievable. They are just above the relegation zone. Now they're actually aiming at to avoid relegation. I am actually going to say, if given the job, I think I can get the mid-table. Hopefully that will sway them a little bit. And now the transfer budgets, this is what we were looking for before, and it's already instantly 1.26 million. That's definitely great. And the wage budget as well, it's maybe around 90,000 more than what we're on at the minute, maybe a little less, but it's definitely an upgrade, and that makes it really tempting as well, just being able to have that manoeuvrability. Maybe bring some of the South Shields players along if they can make the step up. Definitely happy to work with that, and no more additional requests. So I think following that we have left ourselves in good stead, and now we just need to wait for Stockport to make that decision. While we're waiting for that, we do have a big game coming up. Bradford City is up next. They're third in the table, so a win today will allow us to leapfrog them and then potentially go top of the table depending on results elsewhere. So we'll jump into that game and we'll just wait and see if Stockport get back to us. Just before the game against Bradford, Stockport have got in touch to see if we want to suggest some backroom staff changes. We'll have a look at that now to see who actually wants to come along. And most of these staff, really do actually want to come along with us at the moment. So we just need to figure out who we need to bring along with us. Chris Cohn, the current assistant manager, and Stephen Clements, our assistant manager. If we do just have a little look, I do think Chris Cohn is probably the better option. So Stephen can remain at South Shields, we don't need to bring him along. Same with the fitness coach as well. Samuel Holt is a little bit of a step up, but then I think here we're getting to the bit of the dregs. Dave Conlon, he does not look to be up to the standard that we want, so he can go. I think looking at the goalkeeping coaches as well, Nick, who we've currently got here, and Daryl are very, very similar in terms of ability and what they can bring to the training pitch. This is a tough choice. I think I am going to bring in Daryl just because he's our boy and we want him to stay with us, so he can definitely stay along. Damien Allen, let's have a look at him. Yeah, we're definitely going to get rid of Damien Allen, and we will bring along Kyle McFadzean. And we'll also try to bring in Daryl. Akinfenwa does want to come. What a boy he is. Elliot, do you want to come as well? Can't bring all of these across so far. If we keep the goalkeeping coach that's already here, we leave Daryl behind and we bring in Akinfenwa, Elliot Dickman and Kyle McFadzean with us. I think that is a good, acceptable change to the staffing levels here. So yeah, happy bringing those staff along. They have accepted that. So I think this is going to lead up to a job offer. I think that's going to be coming through after the game. So we do have one last match as South Shields manager, it may seem. Maybe a bit more. I still do want to hear back from Ipswich and see what they say. But like we say, maybe the last time we're going to see South Shields, and we just need to make quick changes to the team. In between episodes there was just the one match. We played a fully rotated team against Grimsby and we came out 2-0 winners. De Havilland and Ronnie Gorman getting goals in that match. Great to see Ronnie Gorman getting on the scoring sheet for the first time, and hopefully he can keep on having a few runs in the team once I go. But the team for today: Truman in goal, Warren, Kingdon, Cometio and Stewart at the back, East, Hondermark, Millhouse and Gomez are the midfield diamond, and then we've got Daly and Luke Plange up front. Hopefully they can see us off well and put ourselves in a good position to climb up the league some more. We are attacking with intent from the off, just under 3 minutes in the match, and we have the ball in Bradford's box almost, but we are tackled just at the edge, and now they get it away and looking to attack themselves. Young on the ball, driving forward, gets it into Smith, and now Graydon has far too much space. That should have been hitting the back of the net. I was going to say it was far too easy for them to get through us, but a poor finish from them, and it really lets us off the hook. That was very poor from us. Daly now on the ball on the right hand side. He gets into the box this time and plays it to Moorhouse, but he can't quite get the header over the keeper and into the back of the net. Has been a really good start to this game. Attacks at both ends, and it's not over yet. Gomez plays the ball to Plange and he gets it to Moorhouse. Now playing it back, and with East, he's looking to make something happen, but we are forced to go back again. Kingdon plays a poor ball, and that could leave us in danger, but Terrell Warren, what a man he is. He's come and won the ball back, and now Gomez is through, but the keeper is able to make a save. Unlucky for João Gomez there, maybe should have hit it a little bit earlier, and this is relentless. Bradford getting the ball up into our box, but we managed to get it away. East now kicking the ball forward, and that's a really poor pass, and Mariah Welsh with an effort from distance goes over the bar. But the chances that are falling to Bradford are all coming from poor play from ourselves. We're giving the ball away needlessly, and Bradford are just able to come forward and play through us. Definitely need that to improve. Hondermark now gets it back to Kingdon, and now Cometio. We're still only 15 minutes into the match, and there hasn't been any time to take a breath so far. Kingdon at the back gets it forward to Warren, and now we're going down this right hand side again. Hondermark trying to get space for a cross, isn't able to find it, and Warren's ball is straight into the hands of the Bradford keeper. Most of our attacking seems to be coming down this right hand side today, but we're not able to create anything meaningful so far. Daly though is through, and he should really have been finishing these chances. The couple of one-on-ones which have fallen our way we've been really poor with and haven't shown the composure needed to find the back of the net. Keeper has made a couple of good saves, but we should really be doing better. Ryan East gets it to Moorhouse, and his effort got through all of the bodies in the box but found the keeper yet again. Moorhouse across to take the corner. Maybe he can find Cometio's head, and Cometio can get the ball into the back of the net. Part 1 of that was completed, but part 2 could not go where we needed it to. Straight into the hands of the keeper, and starting to get the feeling that this might be one of the games that we live to regret these chances which we have missed. Bradford showing us that later on out of it, hitting the post there with a great attempt from the edge of the box and keeping the pressure up. Graydon now, he's got a man in so much space on the right hand side, instead goes to the left. Now Smith in the box is dispossessed by Warren, and we're able to calm that pressure down and almost immediately on the attack ourselves up the other end. Moorhouse's ball into the box, it's played back to Warren, and his effort goes over the bar. Has been a little bit more time between the highlights now, still in the 36th minute. Ball forward played by Bradford, but Kingdon wins it, and now Warren on the right hand side again looking to get the ball to Daly. It's a poor touch by the Bradford centre back. Daly's through, and he's managed to chip it over the keeper. I know I said earlier on in the season that maybe his technical ability isn't quite good enough and is going to let him down, but he has really put those worries to rest. Great play from him there, persisted, won the ball back, and then this finish as well, getting it over the keeper, finding the back of the net, and we deservedly are in front now in this game. And we have just about got to the halfway stage, and we still have that 1-0 lead intact. Like we say, really deserved it. 14 shots in that first half, 10 of them on target. So their keeper is having an absolutely storming game. Definitely know the keeper will have much better though. Some of the finishing in that first half has been a bit suspect, and we could have really been out of sight now had we shown a little bit more composure on certain occasions. So the second half really is an opportunity for us to go out and get some goals, and hopefully we aren't going to do what we've done a few times this season and give up this lead and end up losing the match. A long ball forward from Truman doesn't find a South Shields player and instead goes to a Bradford player. They're attacking down the left hand side, and ball into the box is just about cleared away by Kingdon, and Plange gets it a bit further out of danger as well. Bradford though coming straight back down the right hand side, pointing on the ball, gets it into Mariah Welsh, and now his ball into the box. Jake Young does find a finish, and like we were saying, with the wasted opportunities we've had in that first half, we left it open for Bradford to get back into it, and it really hasn't taken them that much time. 47th minute, and they have got the equaliser. We've started this second half off really, really poorly, and we just need to get back to attacking ourselves, getting that ball actually into the back of the net this time. If we do get that goal to take us ahead, we will actually go top of the league if other results stay as they are. So we do have extra motivation to be able to go and get the win. East really isn't having a great game. We are going to bring on Wood to play in that deep line playmaker role. And also Gomez is having a poor game, so de Havilland can come on in his place and we'll move Moorhouse into that attacking midfielder role. Nothing really happened since those changes have been made, so we're going to make a couple of additional ones now. Burkle can come on for Stewart and Kellerman on for Plange. Kellerman has actually looked quite decent since he's returned from injury and made a few appearances. Only got the one goal since his return, but other than that he's looking bright and he's looking like a bit of a danger man for us. So hopefully this game stays the same. Got about 10 minutes left including stoppage time, so Victor Musa can come on, and we are going to go to 3 up top. Let's get him as another advance forward up there, and hopefully the 3 that we've got up there can just cause Bradford some problems and get us that final goal to get a win. Although in the second half we haven't really deserved it based on the play we've had, I haven't seen us have an attack, and Bradford looking like they're more likely to get the win now. Hagen's through and he just about misses the target. I think it was a great save from Truman in all honesty. Puts it out for the corner, but Bradford really should have got a second goal there. And still on the attack, they've got a corner. We really need to defend this well and go out and counter, get a goal ourselves, because with the chances we've had in this match, we deserve the win. And we just need to go and make sure of it now. It is a tough game away from home, so getting a draw probably isn't the worst result in the world, but based on the position that we were in and the chances we had in the first half, really should have been coming away from that game with a lot more. Definitely disappointed to see, but now maybe we're going to come back and see that job offer from Stockport. Ooh. So this is quite interesting. Stockport have approached us, but just before that we've had Jeff Thompson, the current chairman of South Shields, come and approach us to say he wants to keep us at the club. So currently our wage budget is 42,000 and we have a transfer budget of 139,000. That's at South Shields. If we do just have a look at the offer from Stockport, £130,000 and 1.3 million transfer budget. That's 130,000 in the wage budget. So just based off that, it's a huge increase, and it really, really is tempting. I don't really want to be swayed by Jeff. I want to make this decision by myself. If there was anything that they could have done, they should have done it beforehand. So we're going to refuse to attend that. So I am going to go ahead and delay this. Reason for that is that the Ipswich job, which we have applied for, is still available. They haven't got back to me yet, but hopefully they will, and then we can see if they want to have any discussions as well, just to see if we get a slightly better deal. We'll ask to delay, and Stockport have agreed to that, and hopefully it's not going to come back and bite us in the bottom too much that we have done that. But like I say, I really do want to see if Ipswich come back to us. That would be going straight into the Championship. Might be a slightly bigger challenge, but it's one that I would look forward to, and Ipswich being a bigger club than Stockport as well, it could be a chance to take them back up to the Premiership where they were when I was younger, and just start a new renaissance for Ipswich, as it were. Have played 2 matches since Stockport offered us the job. Ipswich still haven't got back to us. We beat Stevenage 6-0 in the FA Cup first round, so we have got South Shields through to the second round. They'll be playing either Millwall or Woking in that one. And then we had a 5-2 victory over Morecambe in the league. So with that, I think the time has come to discuss with Stockport and actually accept that offer. We're leaving South Shields in a really fantastic spot, 3rd in the league, a point off the top, and with a really good playing squad as well. So we will be keeping an eye on them, especially throughout this season. But like we say, now is the time. With that budget, the wage budget, I do feel that it is an opportunity which is far too good for us to turn down. We're going to start those negotiations. Happy with all of this. We will just drop that compensation down a bit, and everything is perfect with that offer now. So that will be finalised, and that will be it for this episode. Obviously, come back for the next episode. We'll have a look at Stockport, we'll have a look at the playing squad, and we will get our first games as Stockport manager underway. But for now, it is quite sadly time to say goodbye to South Shields. We'll remember them fondly, but manager's career is about taking the next step, and I think Stockport does represent that next step for us. As always, please make sure to like and comment down below. Do you think I've made the right decision in taking that Stockport job? Do you think that we'll do well, and will we be playing against South Shields in League 1 next year? Make sure to subscribe to the channel as well for regular updates and to follow on with the beginning of Stockport. Thank you very much for watching. Bye bye.